Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, afternoon, good morning, wherever you joined us from. Thank you for joining today's IFA Ghana webinar, and I'm happy to welcome you all. A big welcome to our members, new members, and our students, and another big welcome to non-members and to our speaker for sharing this moment with us today. As usual, we are expected to be undertaking this CPD events on regular basis to equip our skills and knowledge on the work we do and the issues around us. Today, we'll be looking at introduction to Power BI and how to get started as beginners. And we are lucky to have our colleagues from Delphi Technology, Delphi Education PVT Limited in Dubai and UAE Dubai. And this is an institution that provides training in over 40 global domains and with over 2,000 professionals and students so far. We are happy to have them spend this moment with us. So, just a quick way of update on the upcoming CPDs for next session after today's session. We have interesting topics on the IFA calendar. We are looking at transition of IAS 17 to IFRS 16. We will also have the employment law update. We're looking at the membership renewals. We'll be looking at a collaboration discussion with by IFA and EUs. We'll be looking at streamlining their year-end financial processes. And then we have an upcoming face-to-face CPD um, scheduled for mid-April 2024. And then the IFA conference is happening live in London. We are fortunate to have an online session as well. So members who are unable to travel all the way to London to attend the IFA conference this year can join online. We are happy to provide more information with regards to that. A quick touch on our renewals for 2024. We have received quite a good number of, we have sent quite a good number of notices to members who are yet to renew this year. We advise members who are yet to renew to treat renewals as a matter of urgency. We have provided several supports with regards to renewals, with regards to several assistance that members will require with the renewals. We have sent emails recently, and members can call or text or email me for any kind of support they will need because renewals have to be attended to as soon as possible. And also the member return, yes. So today we are happy to have with us um, a seasoned trainer to take us through today's session. She's called Gitashri, and Gitashri is a specialist data engineer with a multinational company in India. She's been in the data analyst career way back in 2014, and the career spanning over a decade. You and I can share in the experience she has had, over 10 years of experience in this field. She has she's a result-driven individual and has very rich experience in data and quality assurance, performance management, risk compliance, and then in the domain of data analysis. That is why we are very happy today to have Gitashri, who is also from the Delphi Training Education Center, to come and help us to understand the basics that we need. And then from thence, after the basis, we will now find time to delve into the the depths of data analytics. Data has become the new oil, and as time goes on, businesses all over the world finds different and interesting ways to analyze and manage data. And so long as our career is involved, what does data analysis has for us? And can we gradually adopt data analysis as part of our career path? And Gitashi is here to introduce us, and I hope that in the next 1 hour we would be deciding from there. Thank you very much, members, for attending, and thank you, Gitashi. The floor is yours. Are you with us, Gitashi? Members, just a moment. Let me get back to Gitashi and put her online. Yes, I'm told she had a little network issue, but she will join in very soon. Thank you. Yes, while we wait for our speaker to join, um, the Q&A session is open, and whilst the session is ongoing, if you require any clarification, you can open the Q&A session and type in your questions. We'll read it out to our speaker and provide answers. Sure. Gitashi, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Uh, okay.
You have been given the access now, so I think we can move from here. Am I audible? Can you hear me, Gitashri? Kindly
Yeah.
unmute,
Hi.
please. Yes.
Uh, okay. So I think I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, you are very audible.
Yeah, thank you, and I'm really sorry, and I'm apologizing for this inconvenience for all of your time, and I'm not sure there is a glitch from the my end and this network also. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Delphi, and thank you, IFA, for giving me this opportunity to present you this Power BI deck. And welcome everyone to this webinar. And good evening. My name is Gitashri De, and I am a full-time Power BI developer and having 8+ years of experience in this particular technology. Okay, so well, let's not waste time. I will just quickly share my screen to all of you. Just give me a moment. Let me know if you can see the screen totally.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, just okay. So I hope my screen is visible to all of you, right?
It is, yeah.
Yes, it's okay from here.
Okay. Yeah. So this session is all about Power BI and the introduction and information all related to Power BI. And I hope you all know this Power BI is a very powerful business analytical tool, which this is a Microsoft product, and it really helps organizations visualize and analyze data to make informed decisions. So, as we all know, that Power BI is really famous, and it's really very like custom friendly, and it is really cost effective, and it is really very easy to use throughout across the globe. And that is why Power BI is very famous as a business BI tool all over the world, across any industry, across any country, and across any kind of but you can take medical, you can take healthcare, wherever you can go, you can use Power BI as a very dynamic analytical tool. So these are the few key points which we have used. I mean, Power BI we can use for very key ingredients as Power BI. So this is a nutshell in Power BI. What can we use? How can we leverage Power BI? So this is a powerful data analytic tool. As we all know that from Power BI we can use very powerful data analysis and visualization to for informed decision making, so that you can easily use your analytical skills and also analytical insights throughout your organization by using a Power BI. And the next thing is data integration. Power BI offers us hundreds of data sources where we can connect through Power BI, and we can easily integrate the data, manipulate the data, and whatever you can do with the data, you just do everything within Power BI, and that leverage Power BI gives all of us. The third is interactive dashboards. Power BI really give us the platform where we can actually present real time monitoring of data, and also in the same time we have we can create the dynamic dashboards, interactive dashboards in Power BI, so that we can present a beautiful report and beautiful dashboards to the business and to the end users, so that business owners and organization can take the decisions based on the reports. Advanced reporting in Power BI, obviously there are so many AI custom filters, AI algorithms are there, in which we can use those in Power BI, so that we can use trend analysis, we can use predictive analysis based on those reporting, and that is actually in-depth analysis where we can use advanced reporting in Power BI. And the fifth is cloud based collaboration. Obviously you know that Power BI has connected through different types of data sources, and we can post our Power BI reports into Power BI services, where you can easily share your data if from anywhere, like from any device, in by mobile, by laptop, and you can just share your Power BI reports, dashboards within your organization or outside your organization. So that is a very good cloud based collaboration which Power BI really gives us, and this really helps across the teams and across the globe as well. And the sixth thing is the scalable solution. Obviously the scalability of Power BI is really very different feature, which actually makes every organization a very big solution to this scalability, so that cloud based service and many more services such as on-prem services, such as data connectivity, all those has managed every scales which we can integrate into Power BI, and that is a one-stop solution for us. Next slide. So there are main key features with it in Power BI. These are the main key features where we can use Power BI. We can access Power BI through our mobile. You can easily access Power BI services, Power BI desktop, Power BI reports, Power BI apps from your mobile. So this is actually an on the go app in mobile devices, you can easily access. And the second, already I think I have just explained this, an interactive dashboard. You can really create very interactive and dynamic dashboards which are actually very based on real time data, and which really helps your organization, business ends and end customers to make a decision based on those analysis. And the third is collaboration and sharing. Again, Power BI really give us a seamless facility where we can create our reports, create our dashboard, and then again we can share those reports to various entity, to third party stakeholders, to business, to end users, so that they can consume the data, they can consume the report, they can consume the dashboard, and then they can easily give their insights, so that the business and the organization can actually take the main decision, take the their organizational decision based on that. And again, the fourth is data visualization. Data visualization is the main key factor of Power BI. So from compelling and insightful reports and visualization, we can easily do from Power BI. We can transform the data in Power BI. I mean, there are n number of modification we can do, cleaning, we can do remodeling, we can do data structuring, all together everything we can do in Power BI. So that the if you are receiving a data which is not that much suitable for Power BI, but still Power BI have that leverage to transform, to manipulate, to convert the data totally into a brand new data set. That actually leverage Power BI gives us. And again, the fifth is data connectivity. So definitely, again, Power BI gives us so many platform. There is 100 plus platform where we can connect the data, that is with cloud also, and that is with on-prem also. So there are so many industries like banking, like government industries, where we can't use cloud-based data because they are not ready to share their data on cloud. So on that way, we have Power BI report server. I will come back to it later in the next slide. So by that we can, I mean, this type of data connectivity also Power BI allows. And the last is AI powered insights. So here again, so AI powered insight is a very very dynamic feature of Power BI, where actually we can leverage machine learnings and automatically algorithms with the AI powered insights to discover very dynamic patterns, trends and outliers in the data. So if there is a data, if we are handling with, and that data is having a few predictive analysis, or this data is having outliers which we can't see, but with this AI automating algorithms, Power BI can definitely gonna analyze that data point so that we can present that data also in front of our client, in front of your business and organization. So that will be another very much, I mean, what you can say, I mean, it is really very helpful insight for a business to, for making their decisions on them. The next slide is, yeah, so these are the types of Power BI. 1 minute, I'm just having, yeah, so these are the types of different types of Power BI products which actually Microsoft provides us. So first thing is Power BI desktop, where actually we create the reports and desktop dashboards for our visualization purpose, data visualization. And the second is Power BI services. So Power BI services, again, it's a cloud-based service where we can actually share our data, our reports, our dashboards to many more entity, or many more business, or one or more persons, so that you can share, you can collab with those person, with those entity, and they can also see your reports and dashboards as well. And then third is Power BI mobile. Again, this is already I have explained that you can easily access your reports and share your reports also through your mobile app. And Power BI embedded, so Power BI embedded is another dynamic feature where actually it is giving us a platform as a service. So this the service name is PaaS, that is actually offering by Microsoft, that allows the developers to embed Power BI as a independent, like app, so they can embed the reports and dashboards into custom applications, and that leverage we can do from Power BI. And the last one is the Power BI report server. So this is what I was talking about. The Power BI report server is an on-premise report where we can access the data which is actually stored within the organization. So that data should be stored somewhere in the organization. That data cannot be into the cloud. So there will be only one person who has the admin access, who has the total authority to control the data and to access the data. From that access, we can only just retrieve the data. I mean, only we can just access the data. We can't manipulate the data, we can't modify the data. Just we can access the data, and then we can just present the data into Power BI report server through SSRS modeling. So many things are there. So these are the main products of Power BI, and these are the types of services of Power BI. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, so Power BI, obviously, why we should use Power BI, right? So there is a very big reason for using Power BI as an analytical tool. If you can proficient enough into Power BI, we can leverage all those Power BI products like Power BI desktop, Power BI services, Power BI mobile app, for your data visualization, data business intelligence tasks, everything you can use, everything you can leverage by using only one BI tool, that is Power BI. Data modeling and DAX functions. So data modeling is actually a very robust technology and very robust data structure, pattern data structuring, which actually provides you to use various kinds of data under one platform. So that there is a concept in Power BI that there are like schemas. We actually use so many schemas into Power BI, and there we have a very big table and we have very small tables which we can actually combine within one platform, within one uh, umbrella, under one umbrella. I can just give you this explanation to you all, so that you can easily you can easily connect your data through all those small sectors, you can say. So like we are having a big table and we are having few small tables, so that is a modeling altogether within Power BI. We can do that, and that is the main beauty of Power BI. You can use dynamic modeling, you can use dynamic relationship within the data, and that will gives you a very insightful analysis and very insightful decision making also you can do from those data modeling. And DAX function is another very useful analysis and useful calculative formulas, definitely by using time intelligence function, filter function, calculate function. There are so many DAX calculations actually which we can use for Power BI to give us a smooth performance, because in Power BI we have to use so many columns, so many attributes. There will be calculated measures, calculated rows, and all those things we have to use for Power BI. In Power BI, Power Query. So there is another segment is there where we actually transform the data, and that transformation we do within the Power Query. And there we are actually performing the DAX functions. So in data view, there is DAX functions we have to write just to get the correct data, to get the desired data what we want. So there are many times we don't need all the data whatever it is available to us, so we can modify the data as per our convenient. So that is the use of DAX function basically. This understanding of SQL and database concepts. So yeah, definitely SQL is a very important query language which actually helps Power BI to gather the data from the source. So what we use SQL actually from to use Power BI, so that we can query the data from the source, and then if there is any kind of data modification we have to do from the source end, that SQL knowledge should be there. So we have to have that basic SQL knowledge, so that we can at least understand how the data is related to Power BI. So suppose there is two tables, and that two tables having a common one table, so that will be called as a primary key in these two tables. So these two tables having a join, and these joins will actually replicate into Power BI. So there will be a common table, a common column between the two tables, and that common relationship also Power BI displays that common relationship into the Power BI data modeling. So the same thing you have to understand into SQL level, and the same thing you have to implement into Power BI. So this is the main bridge between SQL and Power BI, the relationship of the data. So the data, how the data is related to different types of table or various types of data sources. To understand the data source very deeply or very minutely, a better SQL knowledge will be good for any Power BI developer. Mm. And again, the database concept, obviously, the how the database is, what are the databases we are having, the data, a bit of data warehousing, then what kind of databases are there we are using for Power BI reports, that are also mandatory, a bit mandatory, obviously, to understand what kind of report you are gonna create or you are gonna design. Business acumen and data interpretation, definitely this we have already discussed, that for a very interactive data interpretation, very robust data analysis, we definitely need Power BI, because Power BI has that much of capability to understand that how can a data be represented for a business purpose. So if there is a marketing company, that marketing company analysis will be different than a banking company's analysis. So this kind of different analysis or different kind of regimen, what kind of analysis Power BI will give you, that infrastructure and that data interpretation we can use by using the any kind of charts, bar graphs, line charts. There will be funnel charts and many more custom charts and graphs as well, which actually helps us to interpret the data very layman language, so that any business individual, any end users, clients as well, they can also take that insights, they can also understand the data as it is. So any, if like I'm a developer, I know what I can develop into Power BI, what is the data can, but the business ends, but the end users, they might not have that much proficiency into Power BI, proficiency about the tool, but they can easily see the chart, that how, okay, this bar graph is like low to high, so low means this is I mean, obviously the minimum strength, a minimum number it is producing, and high means this is giving us a maximum producing. So this kind of chart, this kinds of data interpretation, data analysis gives Power BI a very smooth understanding of data analysis. Problem solving skills, definitely we can ensure that data accuracy, data cleaning, data modeling, and data manipulation, everything we can do in Power BI. And that is the main beauty of Power BI, Power Query, where we can actually transform our data the way we want. So if I will be using a data set which is really, there will be some redundant column, there will be some redundant rows as well, I can easily do all those transformation into the Power Query, and that is the main stage where we actually get to see what is the problem. There will be so many times we will gonna get that the column is having a bit of error, the column is having few blank fields. So all those transformation, all those data cleansing, and all those data manipulation we can do in Power Query by using so many like measures, calculations. There will be so many other I mean data labels also we can use into Power Query, transform data as well. Again, the effective communication and data presentation, definitely. So if you prepare a very good report, if you prepare a very good dashboard, definitely that data presentation and the communication between the data and the analysis will definitely gonna top notch when we will gonna represent it by Power BI dashboard. So like if there will be a altogether, if you can receive 10 million data, the data is very complex, the data is having hundreds of columns, the data is having millions of rows, but you have that ability, you have that leverage to understand, to drill down the data within one tabular format, or within one bar chart, or within one funnel chart, or prepare a deck, prepare a dashboard, so that you can use the data as you like. And that is the main thing, where we can actually connect to the data, and we can communicate with the data, that what the data is actually gonna give us. The data actually gonna give us what is actually we have to represent from the data. So any kind of analysis where we actually have to take a decision from the data, that is the analysis which we actually gonna make from using the, I mean, different products, or different Power BI charts and Power BI graphs and everything we can use. So yeah, career opportunities are really very high in Power BI, because as you know that it is actually used globally, and job roles and responsibilities are very good in Power BI. You can become a data analyst, you can become a business intelligence developer also, and you can actually be an data visualization specialist, so that you can really focus on creating very very dynamic and visually appealing interactive dashboards also. And then again, Power BI consultant, so there are many more firms, and big four firms also, and also, I mean, within the globe, Power BI consultants are very pretty much, I mean, in high paid rating they are. So you can really go for this career shift, so as a Power BI consultant, so that he actually provide expert guidance to the Power BI implementation and optimization of clients and all. And BI project manager, you can also go for this role as well, because there are so many planning and execution happen based on the Power BI projects. So I have also worked on very various very dynamic projects across the world, and there actually we have worked like with manufacturing industry, I have worked with banking industry, I have worked with healthcare industry. So between all these industries, the datas are very dynamic, the datas are totally different. But again, you get to understand that what data you have to deliver, and then what kind of analysis you have to deliver, and that will be managed a very high level, so that you can have that high level decision making, or not totally decision making, but you can have that high level data insights, which on based on those data insights, high level business leads, they can take the decisions based on your analysis. And last, obviously, the data modeler. This role is very much I mean, experienced role, where you actually get to know in depth of Power BI everything, like the from the data modeling, from the data warehousing, data visualization, data interpretation, data manipulation, everything. When you actually mastered into Power BI, that time you actually can be apply, I mean, can go for this role, data modeler. And yeah, the salary range of Power BI professionals are very good. So the average salary of like many companies is like that, like obviously the you can see all those digits, like 1,30,000 dollar, and then 1,13,000 dollar. And then in SAP is a very growing industry, there also people are getting 1,55,000 dollar, 374. And in Tata, obviously another famous company globally also, and you can have 5.551 $650. And Amazon, again, you can see this is another kind of bar chart. You can see this chart also, we actually prepare in Power BI with these axes and with these bars. So you can see like this is the highest number of salary, average salary which you are getting, and that bar is really very high, right? So here, from here actually you can get again this bar, 155, this is also high. So you can really easily compare without taking I mean, looking into the figures. You can just gonna have a look with this data bars, you can gonna you actually gonna understand that okay, these are the highest bars and these are the highest salaries. So this is a very demanding on demand fee, you can say on demand role within the market, on demand role globally. So as a Power BI professional, as a Power BI developer, as a Power BI consultant, as a data analyst, you have so many more opportunities, you have so many more career growths into this profession, and it will give you a very good career growth also, in like from a career path which actually takes you to a data scientist, which actually give you a very well known career choice, or a very well known option, very well known role in any kind of sector. Mm. So these are the top companies which are actually hiring Power BI professionals: Amazon, Intel, HCL Tech, PwC, Dell International. Everywhere you can see. Again, there is another. This is a column chart. Okay, so by this you can see this bars. Like this is the highest. So BI architect is the highest paid salary in Power BI, obviously. And then this is one lead Power BI developer, and then a bit less from that, senior developer, and then consultant, and then BI SaaS BI developer, Microsoft BI developer. So the salary and the package is pretty much high, definitely. So the future prospects of Power BI, obviously the growth is really exponential, and you can really take this chance to shift your career into Power BI, while this is actually increasing in market penetration. So Power BI is really boosting the industry, and it's a very booming technology which really used by globally, which is actually very cost effective. So any business in industry, any company, any organization can get this app as a start for analytical tool and everything. So yeah, and again, enhanced integration capabilities. So Power BI is really seamlessly integrate all kind of data and Microsoft tools and third-party applications, so that they can actually give you the better results. They can actually give you the better data analysis using all those Microsoft tools with the Power BI services. Again, advanced analytical capabilities, obviously we have discussed about this, that AI, we have AI insight within Power BI, so that automatically there is the algorithm, the AI algorithm, which actually gives you the power to use the trend analysis, the predictive analysis, the forecast analysis, and the outliers, which really by normal data analysis you can't figure out, but for by using the automated machine learning or the AI driven tools, that is really very helpful for us to identify all those analysis. Expanding ecosystem, obviously, yeah, Power BI plugins and extensions are broaden their horizon, so everywhere it is actually applicable, and everyone can use it. The functionality and the accessibility and user interface is very user friendly. So it is really expanding very rapidly. So anywhere within the globe, across the globe, and across so many countries, Power BI is really in a very high demand, obviously. And again, rising demand for data visualization, already discussed about this so many times, that definitely Power BI gives you a very dynamic feature to use data visualization on the go, like that way, and you can easily leverage a data with very dynamic and very interactive dashboards, which actually you can actually organization helps to land up into any decision making things. So based on all these analysis, all these dynamic interactive dashboards, reports, they can easily use that analytical views, so that they can use all those insights for the decision making purpose, for business growth purpose, anything. And empowering business intelligence, again, Power BI really empowers organizations with actionable insights and fostering informed decision making and strategic agility as well. So definitely the procedure is really very agile, and we can actually see that the hierarchy basis levels and the data drill down, data manipulation, and all like row level security, everything we can seamlessly use where through Power BI services, and that really managed very well. The encryption is so well that you can really secure your data, you can really secure your reports, your dashboards only with the security groups. You can maintain all the securities within the organization, outside the organization as well. So yeah, the business intelligence is very very good within the Power BI tool. So yeah, the lastly, I can conclude that Power BI professionals are really very high demand in the industry. There is no other, I mean, way to say this, but yeah, definitely. The packages, the salary packages are really very lucrative, as I have already shown you. This is the salary packages which you can see. These are the top companies offering right now, and obviously diverse industry applications. So Power BI, not only the data sector, into banking and finance, medical, healthcare, manufacturing, and accounting, every sector, every single sector is actually using Power BI as their analysis, as their business intelligence tool, as their data I mean integration, as their data modification, as their data modeling. So there is a very diverse industry for Power BI usage, Power BI as a analytical tool. The industry is really very vast, and obviously the continuous learning and growth. So yeah, if you are learning Power BI, so after Power BI, within the Power BI you have so many scopes. From there Power BI you can continuously learning, you can go your, I mean your career path, you can actually go into data scientist, and then you can go into like a Power BI architect. So there you can really gonna deep down all those core levels of Power BI analysis, Power BI solution, Power BI consultant, everything. So the yeah, the career growth is actually upward totally.
Thank you very much, Gitashri.
Yeah,
Just a few questions from my side
yeah, sure.
before we go to the Q&A session. From a beginner perspective,
Yeah.
how do we get it started? What are the technological tools, or what do you need to actually get started? Because some of us may not have even may be hearing Power BI for the first time. So how
Yeah.
do we get started?
So for a very beginner perspective, who can start Power BI is really a very layman, like the data structure you have to understand. You can go through the data, how the data is working, just to understand the data. So if I am getting a data work Excel sheet, so there actually there in that Excel sheet, what is the data types or what are the columns is stating, like this is the like a sales table I am getting. How can I represent that sales table into a Power BI dashboard? So this is all thing you can really do in the very first stage of Power BI. There you can definitely, you gonna understand that okay, this is a data. I can visualize the data into table. It can go into graphs. It can go into charts. So definitely very beginner level, you can start with the Power BI as analytical tool.
Yes, but can we start on just any computer, or we need a specialized computer to start this Power BI? Can we start with our normal
Specialized.
laptops, or we need
Uh,
a specialized?
yeah, definitely laptop is needed because Power BI is an app. Power BI desktop is an app, and that app will not gonna actually you can't create reports or dashboard without the laptop. But obviously when you created the report and dashboard into laptop, then you can share that files or reports into via mobile accesses, and via mobile you can access the reports, you can see the reports. But for creating the reports, creating the dashboards, definitely you need a laptop or computer.
So the next one, thank you about for that. Are there free packages of this Power BI application? Is it something we can easily access to install?
So sorry, come again. I couldn't
I
get your.
mean the Power BI application, especially
Yeah,
the Power BI desktop. Is
yeah.
it something that can be easily? Is it easily available on the internet that can be
Yes,
installed,
yes. Power
or
BI
has to
desktop
be?
is correct. Power BI desktop is easily available on internet. You can just go to Microsoft Power BI, and in that page also you can just download the Power BI. You have to use in your email ID, and you have to select that you are using it in by which purpose, and then you can easily download. But yeah, the first trial version is I think for 30 days, I guess. After 30 days you have to purchase, or if you are under any organization, so you can use again your organization email ID, or if your organization gives you the leverage to use Power BI, so you can use that access as well. But Power BI, first 30 days is it is free. After that you have to purchase Power BI services like pro license, premium license, all this.
Okay, there's one question from Nathaniel. He's saying that what's the difference between Power BI and Power Query?
Yeah. So Power BI is not only, I mean, Power BI is a total, the tool name actually. So Power BI consists of Power Query, Power Apps, Power Pivot, Power Maps. All these things are actually ingredients of Power BI. So Power BI is a tool. Power BI is the name of the tool, the analytical tool, which is the name is Power BI. But in Power BI, how can we use, how can we design our data, how can we use so many features in Power BI? That is those features. Among this, Power Query is another feature.
So, in summary, the Power Query is a feature in Power BI. Is that it?
Yeah, Power Query is a feature. Power Query is a another like tool within the Power BI,
Okay.
where we actually transform the data using the Power Query. So in Power Query, we actually transform the data using Power Query editors.
Okay. And then we have one from another person. He says, how can I start learning SQL and Power BI?
Yeah. So SQL you can definitely gonna learn by from internet. Definitely there are so many sites also. Hacker rank is there, so there you can practice SQL. So you can start learning from there. There are so many like easy examples. There are so many easy things you can definitely gonna take a look from those sites. And yeah, Power BI obviously you can really start learning um, from the very beginning, uh, with any help, obviously, with
Yes,
the course modules and all. Yeah.
sure. Thank you. And last one from my side. Apart from um, career progression.
Yeah.
What are some of the ways we can use Power BI to ourselves personally, apart from looking for a new career opportunity? How can
Okay.
we personally benefit from the knowledge of Power BI in solving our own problems other than career advancement? It's good, all right, but then how do we localize the benefits for our gains before transferring it into the corporate world?
Okay. So yeah, definitely we can also use Power BI for our, like as you are asking for the for our personal consumables, right? For our personal use
Yes.
or for our
Yes.
personal things. So
Yes.
yeah, definitely, as we all know that we have to maintain like our income, we have to maintain our expenditures as well, and then we have to give taxes to the government, right? That is very personal things that we all have to do. This kind of data, this kind of measure, this kind of calculations also we can easily analyze all these things also within Power BI. So in Power BI also we can create this kind of data, that how my expenditure looks like, what are the heads where I am actually investing expending more, in which heads I have to cut down my expenditures, where what are the incomes I am getting. So with this analysis also we can do in Power BI. So then for our personal growth level also we can use Power BI, so that we can leverage that tool to maintain our lifestyle or to maintain our financial things as well. So definitely it is a very dynamic use. We can use Power BI as that analysis as well, because definitely at the end of the day it is all also, it is definitely a analytical tool. It will give you a accurate analysis.
That's fine. Thank you, Gitashri. I think we will take the conversation off here and discuss with Delphi, Sharon, and see how best we can collaborate to provide this kind of training for our members here in the near future. We will take this discussion off from here and see how best. And I'm hopeful that our members are very positive about this, and we'll be happy to learn more in the future ahead. Thank you very much, Gitashri. Thank you very much, Delphi Educational Center. We, the IFA members in Ghana, are very grateful for accepting our invitation to speak on this topic today. And a very thank you to members, non-members for attending today's session. And a thank you to Jonathan behind the scenes for being with us today. A brief reminder on our renewals and also the upcoming face-to-face event, which is happening at the UDS Guest House. We will communicate the date officially. I think any moment from next week. Any of us who would want to have more information about the Institute of Financial Accountants, we are a professional accountancy body providing accountancy training and membership. Uh, the IFA is over 100 years old and a full member of the International Federation of Accountants. So anyone who would want to get more information about the Institute of Financial Accountants can check the IFA out on ifa.org.uk or send an email to me, christiano@ifa.org.uk. I'll be very glad to provide any assistance you need. Thank you very much, members, for attending. And then until then, we will announce our next CPD date. And then I hope to see all of you as full members by then. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, Christian, can I just come
Thank
in
you all
and
for joining.
yeah, can I thank the speaker, Geeta Shree? Thank you very much indeed. Christian, thank you very much for hosting the session this afternoon. I just want to re-emphasise Christian's point about renewals to all members who are online. To those of you who have renewed, thank you very much indeed for doing so. For those of you who haven't yet renewed, please do so and please reach out to us. I'm afraid time is running out for you to make contact with us and to renew. So please, I put my email address in the chat facility earlier on. I put the membership team's email address in the chat facility earlier on. Now is not the time to bury one's head in the sand. Now is the time to reach out and make contact with us. So to our speaker, thank you very much indeed. To Christian, thank you very much indeed. To all members, guests, non-members, have a good evening and weekend, and we'll see you all very soon. Thank you very much indeed.